guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Has been ithembisile kwi-episode besithethe ngayo ye-Varsity Life. Now we are continuing nobhuti Wanda. Sixela ngebrand yakhe ka-Wande's Design. Hello bhuti Wanda.
Hello bhuti.
Kunjani bhuti?
Ngiyaphila kunjani?
Ngiyaphila nami bhuti wami. Guys, asizugxila kakhulu ubhuti Wanda osibalisela ngebrand yakhe kanye nge-Wande's Design bayiqala kanjani, isukele phi. Then the challenges first na ku business yakhe Wande's Design, then ne vision anazo maybe in the next 2 years nangoku izinto asaqhuba ngazo nange problem afisa like for example ama clients bakhula njani. So nasiphose ngolo hlobo wena bhuti wami namhlanje.
Igama lami nguWande Liwani from East London. Si based APE but sine clients East London, sine clients Cape Town njalo njalo. So i-brand yethu iqale njani? I-brand yethu iqale during the pandemic ngo-2019. I think it was on the 27th uvala kwe-country or the 29th. Uvala kwe-country ilanto yoba as a business person okanye as umuntu ofuna ukuba i-entrepreneur uye ubuze ebantwini ba okay since usenza le nto leyo wena uhamba uphelele since usenza le. So it's very important ngento guys, just to be off the topic, you ask questions from the people that are already doing le nto ofuna uyenza. So sitafumana ilanto ka insight kumnye umama oyimentor yamama unazo thunga wathi let's start doing masks. Ngizawuthatha mandizithengise for wena wena ngiyenzela i-masks. So senze i-masks ke ngoku simane sizinika yena i-platform yethu yokwenza i-mask ngela xesha because no one was working, so kwafuneka uba sibe forced masixeshe because i-product yethu was 1.5 ye-masks, so we had to do. So apho ke ngoku nathi okay, you know what, probably this is where we start ke ngoku nobana senze i-brand. Asikabe nagama at that time. This is where we start to have a brand ke ngoku. So let's do this mask and see what's our speaking. So from our first product mask, we made about 10,000 rand. With 10,000 rand, I had Utabawo as an employee. I had my two sisters of different Usomya Pangela Bisho. I had my mother and my father, Pangela Kamaspala in East London. So yeah, I had a brand. And that's okay, if I can manage to by 5, that means I can grasp and grow kule nto le ndiyenzayo. And then kulapha aqale khona ke ngoku Wande Designs. Igama lingekabikho but uqale umsebenzi qala ngaphambili.
Then after uhlanganisile yenze le 10k then uzaqala ngoku then ikhamba no registration again.
After nenze le 10k we took time to register. We took time to register.
The cost or the process?
No ngaphandle kwe cost ne process nekuthi it was all about the growth eqala. Yebo. I-growth is very important ngohlobo lokubana if people know you bazi umsebenzi wakho and when they basazi umsebenzi wakho it's easier for them to go to epokothini zabo bakunike imali yabo because bakuthembile, you understand?
Okay.
So it wasn't necessarily about the registration, which is very important as a company because it's basically on this news, but automatically umuntu xa esiva ngoWanda ebesiva fashion designer but not necessarily Wande Designs. Sure. So Wande Designs ukuzofika nini yena, it was first Wanda Designs. Kukho umtshito onprintelayo ke izinto zami like lena iprintwa nguye ngobhongo wase East London. So ubhongo nginike le task yobana makanenzele igama elihle for icompany ndifuna ibe nguWanda Designs. Manprintela wrong iskipa sami Wande Designs. So naqomba hey, in fact lento kaWanda Designs mandiyeke mandivele ndiyenze ibe nguWande Designs because this is not about me, this is about employing abanye abantu, teaching the skill and everything, you understand?
Sure. So
kulapho ke ngoku Wande Designs azovela khona, which was the registration was number 6-7 months after siqalile thina usebenza. Sabe sisebenza into serious, we were giving people impahla, we had modelers, we had all of these things, sine camera, sine pages ku Facebook, but asikho registered as a company. Fortunately, elgama thina siliqhubayo without registration. By the time we registration, we got the same name besikade operator ngalo without registration. It was a blessing in disguise.
Okay.
It was a blessing in disguise, bro.
Then from there
Then from there bro, we were unstoppable. Besimane sihamba siye shop sokhangela lapha elitsha. We flip it into a jacket. Sifumane oh yeah inhle, in fact okay mna ndiyayifuna sihambe siye shop sikhangele lapha elitsha senze ibhrukwe. So besingekasebenzi nge-bulk at that time, sisebenza nge-individual, which is if uthe wena uyayithanda then sisebenzela wena, siyadlula siyakumelandela njalo njalo. But ke ngoku safumana abantu abane-interest into le, abane-apparel zabo, athi mna ndine-apparel ye-top, so ndicela nenzela izikipa zibe yi-50, ndine-apparel naye-jean, ndicela nenzela into njalo njalo. So sikhula ngolo hlobo, so thatha ibrand eqinileyo ngohlobo esisingalongoku.
Then uphumla nini?
Akukho uphumla, bra. I don't want to lie to you, akukho.
So uzikhupha nini uzosimzelo uyazikhupha? Isikamnandi.
Yeah, into yozikhupha, bra, uyenza while you are working, because for instance mna ngoku i-orders esinazo, sine-orders from East London, sine-orders from Queenstown, Northern Cape. So asina xesha lolotshila because sisebenza sibabini na ne-co-partner yam. So njengoba sisebenza sibabini nje, omnye athunga omnye wenze admin, you understand?
Okay.
So xa sisithi siyaphumla kuzosuba mhlawumbi sithatha loo hour 2 hours senze into sizenzayo siphinde sibuyele emsebenzini, hour 2 hours nange-weekend siqele emsebenzini. Asikho isitori, ayikho ixesha lophumla. But ke ngoku sesifumanele ke ngoloo hour 2 hours ukulala 5 hours siyavusana, please basicela sibuyele emsebenzini. So alikho ixesha lophumla.
So then to advertise your work, advertise kaphi ke ngoku?
So sine-platforms esisebenza nazo ke bra, sino Facebook, sisebenza no-Instagram, siphinde sisebenzise no WhatsApp mostly because WhatsApp wethu is a business account, so umuntu ongenayo pha automatically yabona uba ubroker entsha kukho into entsha. So in terms of following, we have a lot of followers. You understand? People that don't even know us, abathi abanye no mna ndivile ngecompany yakho, ndive ngobani. So i-referrals, ohlobo esitsho ngalo uba thina, it wasn't about the brand, but it was about building capacity.
Okay. Then kumula ta unasiyambile ndim noSipho.
Yeah.
So show nje azimanga saqhubeka.
No, azimanga bra, ziyaqhubeka. Like we get invites on a weekly mhlambe. Amaxesha mase kuba this week is East London, next week siyafuna East London. Sizenzele izinto sometimes. Sizenzela nalapha endlini batsho ngicela simize sibe by 5 we do a photo shoot njalo njalo. So I think uba mhlambe kule platform ngakwazi ba uzala uziposte pha nawo bekhona pha kweza sizenzile, then you can do that, but zonke like i-events aziphilanga bra, and izimali ezivuka ngokuvuka, especially now towards December. Even ilanduka yethu ne-brand yethu, we have e-t-shirts, ne-shorts, ne-pants that are going towards December. Is nazo neziketches esizenzile for abantu for December lo siya kuyo.
Okay. Guys, sesitawona esixelela ngebrand yakhe ba benza njani, how it started. Ubhutwane osibonisa some few izinto asezenzile kwibrand yakhe. Ungasibonisa ngoba.
Okay. So khona ngezizoqala when we started working, uqala ukuthi usebenza, like obviously sozobe perfect because into enzekayo apha funeka uqala uperfect ilanduka skill. So this was our very first jacket esayenzayo. This was for 2019.
Okay.
Ibona nawa even ilanduka ne-detail yayo is not, is not that buyable like now benganoyithenga. But yeah, this was all for ilanduka practice. This was the first ever jacket sayenzayo as Wande design.
Okay.
And then some move from Wande designs to one jacket. Sakhula ke ngoku. Now after sakhula, okay, you know what? Let's do something different. Then ukwenza ukuthi le difference azama uventure into pants. This was another pants sayenzayo at the time. But besenzela abantu abangosisi, but kuba baninzi obraza bayithandayo. Okay. No, in fact masebenzisa nalena nto. So lena ibhuku yethu esenzayo ka Wande designs.
Okay.
Yebo. Now you say out, there's a lot of people that are rock high, but you wouldn't know about it because we don't necessarily have tag on our brands, because we feel like it's not that much important. It's all about what people know, and that's what they use to support the business. So you should always keep that in mind as well. Then it's a move again. Fashion show. This was from the fashion show. So you remember. Apha besesikhulile ke ngoku besesiyekile ukwenza izinto ezingathi azikho, yebo.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is a vendor print. Vendor print here too. We have it in Cape Town, we have it in East London. There's a lot of people that are buying a jacket. So this was another thing else inspired.
Okay.
Oh, okay, in fact there's a demand. So we worked on the demand, cousins as and as far as the mass production at that time. So okay, well, 3-4 people then we started doing them in bulk. Sabana 10, as long as lasted for more than 2 weeks. Oh, okay, so this was one of our biggest sellers we Wande design.
Okay.
Then again, we shirt as a traditional. So this is just a sample maybe it's not done. So let's sample here to be seen even the size so maybe sample here to never
Okay.
and now is about yellow festive lineup says I faka. And then get move up song is a shirt festive line Alena. Okay, I think the pictures is, but I'm sure I will be able to share them on the platform. So go try a buttonless t-shirt, very good for a magic and yeah. So this is also one of our designs. You might see this in town, you might see this anywhere else. So the conveyance are South Africa, because we pride on making sure way to awaziwa but uyakwazi ufikelela ezindlebeni zabantu. So this is another one ayibona la kuthiwa yi-happy t-shirt. So iyabuza apha smile, eye to eye contact, cheers, don't say cheese, njalo. So kuthiwa yi-happy t-shirt ke le happy t-shirt ayikaphumi ke yona. This is the only one ekhoyo at the time. The reason why singayikhuphi is because singakafumani platform yoba sikwazi udlala ngayo. Yeah. So the last one, which is our latest design. So in latest design here too, I think it's in 2 weeks or 3 weeks esiyikhuphile le jacket. We've already sold about 10 units kuyo le jacket. And again, it's way different from umsebenzi wethu esimenzayo, because kwayiplanluka yethu slogan sethu sithi express yourself in African design and be your own print. But this is a bit different, and the reason why it's different is because we want to venture also into other markets. See, we're dealing with African print, but we're also dealing with other types of prints that might excite on your own. Do you understand? So Lena Gengoku is a very new design season. Lena Yakawande designs. We try happy jacket again. So happy jacket, even the texture is not the usual texture we want to designs, because mostly we use the cotton wax, but this one is a satin, which makes it very heavy, which makes it very warm. But yeah, like I said, surprisingly, we've had more customers who let jacket in the space of 2 weeks.
Sure.
3 weeks, 2 weeks and we still have orders as they are at Joburg. There's a DJ DJ Boras. I'm sure you've seen him on the platforms. So we have one going to him. We also have one going to another guy who tough times never last. Yeah, he has placed an order now. Yeah, so there's so many people about funnel. Like I said, good. It's not about being known or being seen. You understand? It's all about putting umsebenzi to across. Because at the long run, I come to the one, but they know one the designs. Yeah, what?
So the one that's can go. Client zikufuna njani?
Yeah, clients bazifunayo on Facebook single Wande designs. Ku Instagram it's Wande_design akekho esegqibeleni, and then and then i-contact ke ngokuzona if ufuna usifonela okanye isiwhatsappela there's 061 455 3230 061 455 3230. Then inumber yesibini is 060 615 7679 060 615 7679.
Then again, what I want to tell us more about the client. It challenges too.
Yo. Clients don't want to understand. Also, if we go to a shop, for instance, we have comes. If you go to we won last month. Yeah, but good demand. Do you really think after a month of figure second? You understand? Yeah, I was figure saying, yeah, given Mr. Price, even any other shop. So when it comes to Awandaba's Tungilayo, when you push it brand, those are the type of challenges this receiver. I understand, it's not only you who buys. You understand? So now again, as a personal thing, is I was about routing, you know, to no, I was with for money because I go. So the challenge that we receive the most is so still and imali sesikufakele so kufuneka wena wenze plan ngoku it takes you long ba awukwazi ulaloku uyifumana lento yakhe beyifuna
kumala mini sizakwenza ivideo
yeah
kukela client
yasemother kule client yo history sale client yasemother well si dimazi ulaloku lolo sisi from the time bengiqala ulaloku besiqala uthunga which was last 2019 kudala sithi ndiyifuna into yakho so that's another challenge osizifumana wona bra athi umuntu ebe order mhlawumbe ngo-2019 athi liyakhumbula laa nto ndiyifuna ngela xesha
so uyifuna ngomlomo
ndayifunayo but then after some time so ulibele la uba okay kwakho umuntu owayethile azothi ajonga ndibonile kwiplatform ba usebenzisa i-bank account ethile ndiyifakile imali nantsi i-reference ndicela into ethile so awukwazi ufumana into ethile ke ngoku uyanderstand so late ke ngoku now so late so xa umcaciselayo nobana no in fact we can't get that look at nathi no nithe nathi ni wrong nithi yabo so you get those challenges umntana athi uba no laa nto ndandifune ngoku ndisayifuna nangoku so it's challenges bazezona and then esona challenge enkulu wena bra is umuntu athi ba into yakhe ebe odile ko athi size 36 wenza size 36 xa ifika kuyibe encinci ibe ngathi nguwe lo wrong because they always encourage people lokwana jonga please find umama okufutshane kuwe if it needs you to pay you pay usibonise receipt then kule mali ubuzayibhatala uzathi data leyo bhatala because behlelisa amajarishele you understand yeah so xa usithi kuwe please go and take measurements before you request anything xa uqonda uba uzithembanga wena because the sizes sinazo the regular sizes large small no medium njalo yabo so if uyaqonda ba mhlawumbe wena uzokwazi ufitha kwezi sizes zethu take measurements and then usithumelele zona then we start working on your garments then ubhatale
okay
yeah yamba ngolo hlobo
so ngumsebenzi
yo umsebenzi bra umsebenzi
how much effort or hours you put ukwenza ezinto ezigameni thela ngazo
yeah because of mna basically mathethe ngamna ndedwa when I left ulaluka umsebenzi I was earning 24k after deductions. 24k after deductions I obviously had to pay up bills. My biggest bill was imoto. I had to pay 5k emotweni. I had to help out endlini. I had to pay school fees, you understand? So that's clear from here. Okay, if E24k doesn't last me a month, then that means I'll forever be working for the 24k and I'll never get to work for myself.
Sure.
And then I decided from then on, okay, ndiyawuyeka umsebenzi. Ndifuna uziqalela into yam. Of course bengekho lula bra ulamba sometimes uvuka on that date ulindele ngayo imali yakho mayingene. Xa uthukayo qamba kanene. I resign. You understand? So yeah, it was very difficult, bro. But that's okay. You know what? If I do something and I have to put maximum amount of time. Because then put a maximum amount of time for so how about I do it for myself? So basically, how much time and effort do I put in? I put in all my time. I put in all my effort. And now I'm like, there's nothing else that I do. Ngaphandle koba ndihlale emashini ndisebenze, take orders, ndisebenze, find sources, ndiyafunda, I go on Google and I look up some stuff, I do all these things. So anale xesha.
So that was two, let's say umuntu akahlala apha ngoku, how do you transport masithi uthini eLondon?
Okay. We use RMX, we use Pepu. So basically yamba ngokwe-price. Let's say if mhlawumbe uthenga ijacket at 600 rand, then you'd obviously pay an extra 100 rand for it delivered. yabo. So delivery yakho ifika at your doorstep xa ingu-Aramex. Xa ingu-Pep, you obviously takes a bit longer xa ingu-Pep. And ke ngoku iba yi-40 rand difference because iba yi-60 rand. So yeah, siyazitransporta into zakho, sizitransporta ngelantuka ngezinto zisetyenziswa ngumntu wonke. Aramex, taxi. Sometimes sisebenzise nantoka neteksi if it's going to be closer to you. Okanye uyifuna urgently because umntu uyakwazi ukufonela namhlanje abe sithi eyifuna Friday because i-farewell okanye eyifuna Friday because into ethile. And obviously we charge you more because funeke si-sacrifice ixesha lethu for wena then siyeke ezinye izinto. Yebo, into enjalo ke bra.
Okay guys, here's all uTawanda ezindimamele nami ethetha. uTawanda subhuka ngomlomo.
No.
Subhuka ngomlomo, bhuka ngemali because money talks. Because once ubhuka ngomlomo nami ngene ukuhoya ncamnca andithi bali ukuhoyi ungathela kuhamani wena but athi ngibone into esona so imalini then uxelele then xa uziva urate ngoku uzofuna umconduct hayi man usenayo la brand elanto ikhona imali lengoku not ubhuke ngomlomo yilo lifuna uyisharela abalaleli wena but
mna Brian and ndifuna uyisharela abalaleli is it's not necessarily about what you do namhlanje because look at it this way, kudala sesile nobana if une diploma, une degree, une PhD nalone mawuphangele. Lo mithandazo ihamba iphelele emoyeni. You understand? So mina ngizama ukuthi if ikhona idea onayo enhloko yakho ngoku bravuka ngoku uyenze ngoku. Noba ufuna ukuthengisa ice cream, noba ufuna ukuthengisa inki, noba ufuna ukuthengisa beer, it's all about what you want to do. You understand? And make sure nobana xa uthengisayo about uthengisela ukutya, uthengisela the passion of you making business. Yabo, not making food because there's difference kuyo yonke lento leyo. Ukhona abantu othi okay ukhona ubhutbani waqala ukwenza ibusiness ngonyaka uthile, ukhona ubhutbani uqale ukwenza ibusiness ngonyaka uthile. Ubhutbani lo uqale ukwenza ibusiness has more experience and kuye ke ngoku it's all about imali ayenzayo, it's all about i-business ayi-accumulateayo. Then ubhutbani lo uqale ne-capital right so the last business yakhe because into eyenzekayo yena abesebenzela into abana makenze i-profit azokwazi ukuthi imali. You understand? So it's all about i-consistency yakho, but make sure into abana xa usithi uqala i-business awuqaleli ukutya, uqalela u-long term.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah, into enjalo.
Anivida wonders. Okay guys, there's what I want to explain Wande design. So it's all about today. Listen, guys. Here's why it's supposed to jacket zake. Videos I will put some pictures more as a Wande design. So naku Facebook was posted. So guys, I will see you in the next video. See you guys.